And we're back with another episode of Crazy People. And today we're talking about Mr. Taquino Williams, a Florida man accused of raping an 80-year-old woman with cancer. How desperate do you have to be? Let's get right into this article by Fox 35. A man accused of raping an 80-year-old Ocala woman with cancer has been arrested according to police. Mr. Taquino Williams, who is homeless, was arrested on Friday. The 31-year-old is facing charges of armed burglary, armed sexual battery, and possession of burglary tools. Police posted a photo of the suspect on social media after the attack occurred on Wednesday at the Saddleworth Green on Southwest 41st Street in Ocala. Investigators said they were able to identify Williams through multiple surveillance videos. On Friday, just after 6 a.m., an officer was walking the Berkshire Oaks shopping plaza and found Williams. He was taken into custody without incident. Ocala police said the victim was alone when Williams allegedly entered her residence and sexually assaulted her. Now, not only was this lady 80 years old, but she also has cancer. There's one thing that I was taught as a child, and that was to have respect for your elders. You know? So even if you like to sexually assault people, like, you couldn't see that she was 80 years old. You don't even have that moral in you to not disrespect old ladies. Like, I don't understand this, man. Like, there have been old people that have said some things that I don't like, and I want to curse them out, but I don't, just for the simple fact that they're old. Even though they're wrong for doing what they do, for doing what they did, I still don't do it. Like, I could, but that was just instilled in me as a child. Like, have respect for your elders. And this man broke into this 80-year-old lady's house with cancer and sexually assaulted her, which is ridiculous. He's crazy as hell. Let's get back into it. The police said sometime before 9:50 p.m. on Wednesday, Williams entered through a torn screen window into Lanai area of the victim's apartment and then entered the residence through an unlocked side door. Who was watching over her? I mean, she's 80 years old. Why would you leave the side door open? Who's ever watching over her? I'm not blaming her, but she's 80 years old. There has to be somebody watching over her. She's 80. She has cancer. I mean, that's just sad. The victim told police she was laying in bed when the man appeared standing in her doorway. She asked him, "Who are you?" as she attempted to get away. The man came at her with a screwdriver and told her to shut up, according to police. That's when police said he raped her while holding the screwdriver to her back. Williams then reportedly left. The victim said she was able to pull the bandana down that was covering his face and said she had not seen him before. One neighbor said she's really considering sleeping in a hotel since she's afraid to be at the complex with her grandchildren right now. It's very unnerving, makes you scared, makes you not want to turn the lights out. Williams is expected to make his first appearance in court on Saturday. So Mr. Williams, the pervert, decides to rape an 80-year-old lady with cancer with a screwdriver. You gotta be crazy to do something like this. Like, whatever happened to just plain old crazy? We have all these excuses for people these days. It's mental illness. It's depression. La da 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 da. No, he's just crazy. Just crazy. Some people are just crazy as hell. And this is one of those situations. There's no way a normal person is going to even think about sexually assaulting anybody, is going to think about robbing somebody in the house while they're sleeping, is going to think about being with a woman at 80 years old. Like, that's just disgusting. An 80-year-old woman who, I mean, he was homeless, so he had none in a while. But that don't excuse it. You can always jack off, masturbate. I'd rather masturbate than have sex with an 80-year-old. Sorry. It's not happening. The oldest chick I want to smash is 30 years old. That's it. That's the cutoff limit. Anything older than that, I don't want it. I'm sorry. Unless you fine, you know? You gotta be fine. Man. But yeah, Mr. Williams, he was on the street that night. He was like, you know what? I don't got no money. I feel like robbing somebody tonight. He probably didn't even plan to rape her, but he just seen her in bed. So he was like, well, since I'm here, I mean, I might as well help myself to some 80-year-old pussy, you know? He probably just wanted some items so he could sell, so he can have some money to eat and have a prostitute or whatever. But he saw that old lady and was like, bingo. I can get these free items I didn't have to pay for and some free 80-year-old pussy. Sounds like a great idea. To a crazy person, yes. Like, how desperate do you have to be to do that? Like, I've never been in that situation before. Like, I've been poor before, but I don't think I would ever stoop that low as to rob somebody in their house. Like, I'll do anything to get some money legally. I'll work at McDonald's before I have to rob somebody. I'll work as a Walmart greeter before I rob somebody. But not only did he try to rob this lady, he wanted to take her vagina from her in the middle of the night while she's suffering from cancer. I think that is a horrible act. I don't know how many years he'll get, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot. I don't know if that lady was white or black, but he's black, so he's probably going to get a really harsh sentence, especially for sexual assault in Florida. But Mr. Williams, you're crazy, and I'll see y'all on the next episode of Crazy People. Oh, man.